in shop doorways, they're dotted along the seafront, they're in little parks, in alleyways, caves, tents out in the woods. They're hidden everywhere. Some of them are in more obvious places, others are more hidden away and want to be left alone. They're not proud of the fact they're homeless, they've hit hard times and they don't want to be in the public eye. I think we've always been welcomed by homeless people on the streets because we're no threat to them. We're just giving them a basic provision to their need. We've seen a 27% increase in rough sleepers in the last year. Vast majority of them are men, probably 1 in 10 are female. The average life expectancy of a homeless person's 43, and sadly time and time again we see that figure confirmed. Part of the work of Project Antifreeze is offering that life-saving support. Sadly, it's very true that it's not safe to sleep on the streets. And we've seen the result of that this winter. We've had 10 deaths on the streets of our clients. In one case, we came across the client who had died. And that's really tough as a homeless worker. We've got to point out the dangers of them sleeping rough. We want to help them to move on. They can come along to our day centre. We've got internet access for them, we've got a kitchen for them, toiletries there, they can wash, shave, get changed. When they're new, we'll sit down with them and just go through why are they homeless, what started it all, what have they tried in the past, what agencies have they worked with in the past, what led to it all happening. We'll explore long-term solutions like housing or reconnecting with a family member. When a client's ready and wants to move on, we can arrange referrals into housing, community housing, hostels, temporary accommodation, or even rehabilitation centres and farms.
It's just as well this place is here, really, you know what I mean? It really is. Yeah, volunteers here are wicked, but you know what I mean? It shouldn't be like this. We've got a wide range of people in here, you've got pregnant women coming here, and it just shouldn't be like this. It's sad. It really is.
It's like more than just a job, it's like they want to help. They don't really make you feel bad or anything, they try and help you through things.
So as a Christian charity, we like to offer a holistic care, and that's for body, mind and soul. I think it'd be very easy as a Christian to just want to march in there with the Bible and explain the gospel to them and ignore the fact that what they needed was a clean pair of clothes. Sometimes the gospel is more practically showed by just loving them like Jesus loved them.
He did said for himself, I have no place to sleep. Then he's homeless, isn't it? I'm not shy to say I'm homeless. I'm proud to be homeless with this kind of people, which is they have a very nice heart.
We've got to go out and we've got to care for their bodies. We've got to provide clothing for them. We've got to provide food for them. You know, that's meeting a very basic need. But it's just as important, people's spiritual need. People come to us, we think they're hungry, but actually they come to us asking for prayer. They come to us wanting to read the Bible. They come to us wanting to connect with God. I've always found having tools like booklets or Christian literature to hand out just so useful when people come to you. Sometimes giving a whole Bible can be too much, but if you can give a leaflet on a certain theme, that can be so useful for them to just take away and read in their own time and come back to us with questions if they have some.
I'm not really a Christian myself, but I do have a few spiritual beliefs in that, so it sort of helps in that way. You know, you feel a bit down at sometimes, just reading a small thing will lift the spirits a bit, you know. So it sort of helps me get through things as well.
From our night shifts, I think the important thing is that we're starting to build a relationship with these guys. We're meeting them where they're at, where they live. We ask permission to come into their area because that's their lounge. That's where we start building relationship with them. So it's just befriending them, getting to know them, building up that trust with them, and gradually just showing there's other options out there. Life doesn't need to stay like this.
Have a good night, guys.
We'll probably want to
As usual, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
It's always a pleasure to see you.